Okay, is this recording? Let me check. Yes, that does seem to be the case. Okay, what's up, gamers? My name is Mega95. I'm back with another video. This is definitely not what I usually do, but fuck it, I'll do what I want. Today's February 26th, 2021, and they just dropped the trailers for the newest Pokemon games. So one, we're getting Pokemon Legends, which, that's insane, right? We'll get to that later, right? And then we have Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl. Bruh, let's just talk about it, right? So you can see that the drift playing right now, it's not the best quality because it's just the drift, but you can see enough, right? And this is a remake of Gen 4 games, and like, there's stuff to talk about, right? So personally, just straight up, this looks like ass. Like, come on, fam. I don't know, like this, like I don't want to sound too critical, right? Because like you know how Pokemon fans can be, like you know how 2019 was with Dex and everything. Like I was a critic of Sword and Shield back in 2019, but like I know exactly how toxic things could be, right? But like I don't know, almost feel like it's with this case it's going in the opposite scenario, right? It's like almost now that we'll get to that, but like just this is so unstructured. But like, oh, by the way, follow me on Twitter, you know, if you feel like it. But like, look at this, look at this, bro. Like, so as you can tell, it's very cheapy, very small. Like, it's just miniaturized, right? And like you can see that's an upgrade from Gen 4, right? It's not a downgrade, but like it's just this is the art style. And I feel like it's just no, like it's a personal opinion, right? You have to establish that personal opinion, but this is not it to me, right? I can see how people like it. Like their whole, according to Game Freak, like they intended for this to really be a homage to the original games, right? The original games. This is really the original games, but in 3D. You know, there's certain differences. Like the camera is. I mean, I guess it's similar to how it used to be. It's like it's the same camera, the same everything, except it's 3D. But I don't know. I just have an issue with it. All right. So let's take a closer look at these models. Um, Give me a second. So yeah, like we have this is a little clearer image, right? Like I don't know. To me, and like if you compare it to the OG games, right? It's definitely perfectly well put together video bit. This is the Dawn we know, and fuck that. This is the new Dawn. Like to me, of course, people are saying, "Oh, it's the same as the past models." It's literally just big head chibi style thing translated to 3D, right? And it's like I don't know. To me, it's all personal, but it doesn't mean it's good, right? You can have this, make it like this, and like it doesn't necessarily mean it'll translate one to one. It doesn't necessarily mean that it'll be as good um, as those before. Like I can easily excuse this. I like how it looked, right? Um, his head ass ads, goddamn. Um, but like turning this into this, it just doesn't look as good personally, right? And like I get what they're trying to do, but I don't know. Like to their credit though, in-game battle models. Let's new tab, zoom in. Like this is you can see that it looks a little like plasticky. Like this literally looks like a toy. Like I don't mind Turtwig looking like that. It looks like the Sword and Shield models, you know. But like literally compare Turtwig to Lucas over here. Like literally, like he looks like a plastic like one of those old ass toys, right? Like my first initial reaction was that because I was taking a fucking computer science test during the present, so I couldn't watch it live. So like I was after my test, I was so hyped to watch. I was ready to expect Sword and Shield level graphics, but with uh, the Diamond Pro, like we'll get to the Sword and Shield style graphics, right? But then like I was, my first reaction was this is a mobile game, right? Like I played some mobile bootleg Pokemon games and like this, like even they have like actual like models, you know, like look at this, bro. Like y'all rocking this. Like, of course, it's perfectly fine to have that opinion, but like I get what they're doing. Okay, we have to, we want to make it look like the original games, but like to me, it just doesn't translate as well. Like literally, like it looks like an actual toy. Like I can't like name it, but I can picture the toy in my head. Like I don't know. Anyways, right? Like my expectations was basically just Sword and Shield, right? So let me find some screenshots of Sword and Shield. So you have this, right? And I was thinking, okay, you have this, but you know, make it Twin Leaf Town over here. Have Dawn and you know how Pokemon Legends has the Dawn looking image model. I'm thinking it's like how Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, like that Zelda game, how there's that one character looks like that other character. Like I didn't finish Breath of the Wild, so I don't remember the name. It's like Impa, I think it, like her ancestor or something like that. Like oh, whatever. It's like, remember there's like some debate about like, oh, why does she look the same? It's like it's just them paying homage. Like, oh haha, look, the character from the future looks like the character in the past. It's the same thing they're doing there, right? But like just imagine the Dawn model from Legends trailers right here, and then just in Twin Leaf Town. I was expecting this, right? You don't have to go all out, but like I was thinking maybe the post game island. Like let me bring it up. Like imagine like this whole Stark Mountain survival area. Imagine a fight area. It literally says area in it. So like I was thinking this whole part would be a wild area, where it's just wild. They don't have to bring Battle Frontier back, but like, cause I know it's not easy to do those things, but like if they made this wild area, made this similar, but just this level of graphics, I'd be completely fine with it. Like, but then we got this, right? And I think it wasn't a big expectation, right? I don't think I was, being an entitled Pokemon fan by wanting this much, right? Because look at this, right? If you look up Pokemon X and Y, this is the general look of the game, right? It's still chibi, but like not this chibi, right? And then you have Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Yeah. Sora, by the way, this was a cool ass thing. Like, it's crazy. It's the best screenshot I can find. Okay, so you have things like this. Literally it's the same thing as X and Y, right? Like literally, I close it out, shit. But like, you can look at Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver. See this? Like, it's literally the same as Diamond and Pearl. Like, you expect the remakes to be done in the same art style of that generation, right? So like, that's why I would expect like a Diamond and Pearl looks like this, right? So I know Sword and Shield's gotten a lot of shit, right? For example, like this shitty ass tree. Like I think people even downplayed this tree back in 2019. Oh, it's only one tree. Like the tree literally all over the southern wild area. Like look at this. This is not amazing, right? But like, I'd much rather have this than this, right? Like as if this game has amazing trees as well. It's like I don't know. I know people are saying, oh, people criticize Sword and Shield's graphics. Now, why are you comparing Sword and Shield to this? It's because like, again, in the context, like honestly, my standards are lower. Like I was definitely critical of Sword and Shield in 2019, but like now I care less. I still don't like this tree for sure. Like I really don't like the tree, but like again, seeing this compared to what we now got, like I don't know, fam. Like they set a trend, and now they're not following it, right? I'm not gonna assume that Game Freak's being lazy right now, and it's like there are reasons for them doing this, right? It's because they outsourced these games to different developer, ICLA. You can look them up. Yikes. I think it's ILCA. Okay, I was right. Like literally can't even find them, right? But they've been a part of, from my research, they've been part of different companies. Square Enix, they helped with Nier Automata, Dragon Quest. But like the thing is, like they're more of like a support dev team. They weren't the main devs of Nier Automata. Or if they were, then I would not be scared of anything. But like, I mean, it's nothing to be scared of. Like this is they're not gonna change this game. Not gonna fully like rebuild the game just because like, some people on Twitter are complaining. They're not gonna change this to this, right? Like this game is gonna look like this. Well, like I don't care. It's like you pretty much have to deal with it, right? Like I care, but I don't care. I'm not gonna try and like rally against it. Like it's done. Like bro, it's coming out this year. Like they're not gonna change the game that drastically. This isn't the Sonic movie, right? But they only have to change one thing. This is literally redoing the entire game to look like this. Like that's not gonna happen. Um, so, I mean, so the reason why I bring them up is because like this isn't like Game Freak just trying to cut corners, trying to make them cheap, easy to make game. Because this is certainly easier to make than this. I think we can all agree that just Sony Shield has its flaws, obviously, but like it's definitely more intensive to make this than this. I can give them credit for making this compared to this. Not to talk down on these devs. It's just that like I'm sure this isn't like the best thing they've ever put out. You know, it's just that's what they're contracted to do, so they're gonna do it. And actually, to be fair though, Game Freak does have some involvement in this game. Masuda, or apparently it's called Masuda, because in the presents they said Junichi Masuda. I was surprised because everyone I've heard of pronounces it Masuda. So I guess that's something. But I guess Masuda is directing these games. He's co-directing the game with one of the ICLA people, right? So like the Game Freak definitely has a part to play in it. But like Masuda used to be like a composer. Maybe he just did the music. Like of course soundtrack is gonna be a banger. It's guaranteed for Pokemon to have good soundtracks, but like this is really put me off. And like on Twitter it feels like it of course I know people like have a from 2019, like I understand how people feel like again, I'm also was critical of Sword and Shield in 2019, still am, just not as much. We can talk about that later. I have a whole video planned for that. But like Sword and Shield, I understand like there's definitely a lot of toxicity from the criticizers. Like not gonna debate that, right? So I understand why people are wary of people complaining now, but now it's almost gone to the opposite direction, where it's like if you don't like this, and it's like, oh, Pokemon fans are entitled. What, you want Sinnoh remakes? You got Sinnoh remakes. Why are you mad? Like it's like if you go to a restaurant and ask for a steak, like medium rare, and you get it well done, or you're not supposed to complain. You ask for a steak, you got a steak, so don't complain about the quality of the steak. It doesn't matter that it wasn't what you wanted. Like just suck it up because you got a steak, right? That's what people are kind of saying. It's like, again, I'm not really gonna go on my way to protest is trying to get it changed, because again, it's assuming it releases on November like every other Pokemon game. Like what, February is pretty much over. You have March, so third month to 11th month. Like you have 8 months. They're not fixing the game this much, right? So the game's set, and like the only really redeeming thing for me is that if they give us some Giratina episode, because I'm not thinking they're gonna give us an Arceus episode, or Arceus. I'm gonna say Arceus anyways, even if it's wrong. So the Arceus episode, like I'm gonna talk about Pokemon Legends later on, but like if we're not getting Pokemon Legends, since we are getting Pokemon Legends next year, early next year, they said hopefully delay it, honestly, because we'll talk about it, but like that's the whole point of that. It's Arceus is in the title, so like that's gonna be an Arceus game. So are they gonna do an Arceus episode? But Giratina, we're not getting Dark Platinum or anything like that, so we need a Giratina somewhere. So I'm assuming, I shouldn't assume, but I'm gonna assume we're gonna get some kind of more lore on Giratina, some kind of distortion world. So if we get content like that, if we get underground, Pokemon Underground stuff, we get like maybe new Spirit Tomb side quests, like there's enough robust content, because like they're saying they want to stay super traditional to the original game. So like that's why, for example, if you want megas in the Sinnoh, I don't think you should expect that. If they're gonna do this, why would they do megas, bro? Like, yes, since I'm pretty sure megas don't even get like new models, right? They would have to make the new models because, from what I understand, at least what it looks like, just this Turtwig model, like it looks like it's from Sword and Shield, right? Like, I could be wrong, but because we literally only have this to look at, so it just looks like it's from Sword and Shield. If it isn't, then it isn't. It looks like it is. If it is, we don't have Mega Torterra models in Sword and Shield, so they could do it, but I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't get your hopes up. This isn't Oras where it's like okay, we're kind of doing Hoenn over again. Like literally, like Oras is a completely different timeline. It's not even the same as Gen 3 originally was, right? It's like you have megas, you have enough differences, right? To call it like a remake or like almost a reboot of Gen 3. That's how past like remakes have been, like almost reboots. This just seems like a HD remaster. But we'll see how things go, right? So yeah, if this, I'll be willing to ignore the graphics if like there's enough content, but like again, if it's just Diamond and Pearl again, like I'm still gonna be annoyed. Like, and like I don't know, like battles, like I'm happy they have this full thing. It's like thinking about it, like in the intro of Diamond and Pearl, when you create your character, it shows like your character going from big to small. I think they've done it in at least the first 4 games. Maybe I forget if Gen 5 did it, but like in pretty much every Pokemon game, you would start out with your player character when you choose whether you're boy or girl. Like then it would show that big portrait shrink down to like a sprite, and then that's how you would play. But I don't know. Basically, to move on from Legends. Wait, is there anything else? Or move on from remakes. Is there anything else I want to say? Like, look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. You can't even see like anything, right? Look at this, right? I have to draw out the background, but look at this. Like, you can't even. I don't know. I guess it's not that far off from the original games, but like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it hits different when it's 3D. Because in 3D, like, I guess you expect something different. Like I don't know. It's like people are saying that it's good because it's nostalgic. You know, because to have sprite style 3D models, but like, tell me people weren't nostalgic playing Oras and hearing what's it called? I don't even remember the name of the first town. Littleroot. Like, imagine like where people are really not nostalgic playing through Oras, for example, playing through Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like, it's still possible to have nostalgia with an updated looking game. You know, like this literally looks like. Tell me this game wouldn't run on your phone. Like, I promise you, if any fun made in the past 3 years, so this would run on it for sure, without a doubt. This would run on it, bro. I just need to like actually like make it for phones, and like it would absolutely run on it. Like, I promise you. Like, it's a mobile game necessarily bad, no, but like compared to this, like it's not even. This isn't even like the pinnacle of anything, right? Like, this looks 18 to quintillion times better than this, bro. Again, personal opinion, just at the end of the day, just respect people's opinions. Like, you can criticize the game and not be annoying about it, you know, not act like the franchise is falling apart because they made a chibi looking game. Like, don't be over dramatic over that. Like, don't be dicks to people who don't care, right? Because like I've been talking about it with my friends, and like I think I'm only one out of us 4 who are into Pokemon that like really care that much about like these graphics, right? And like I'm gonna respect their opinion because they're my friends, right? Like, that's just respect other people's opinion. Don't try to force it, but also let people like have the space to be annoyed. Because like it's not objective, but like bro, that's like I can like step on her, bro. It's like look at this stupid ass little backpack. Like, look at this giant ass head. It's like a fucking Fisher Price toy. Like the eyes and everything. Like I don't know. Just give people the space to have their opinions, right? And if you're giving out an opinion, be respectful about it. It goes both ways. Like, you have to give people space to feel a certain way. Then when you express your feelings, you have to be nice about it, right? Because being angry is not gonna get you anywhere. It's gonna again, it's probably because of like the Sword and Shield debacle that people are being so hostile about. People are criticizing this game in the first place. You know, because like it's not like it's completely. It's not like people aren't still, you know, being like that way about it. Like, anyways, let's move on to Legends, right? So let's go actually look at the trailer for once. Probably should have done that with this game bit. Fuck. Okay, so let's go full screen. Okay, let's look at the trailer a little bit. It's just the same screenshots we already saw a bit. I mean, oh, look at them run. Like even, I forgot to compare it to Let's Go. Let's do that for a second. I can't fucking type, goddamn. Like, I wouldn't mind if they had the game look like this. Like, this looks, it's the same thing, but like it looks better, you know? Like, it's not like you can't have Kanto nostalgia if your game looks like this, you know? I don't think it has to be like so. If you want nostalgia, just replay the old games, you know? I think it's cool to have innovation. Just like reiterate on a banger. And make it even better, you know, rather than just sticking to the same thing. Because like it's not like Darren and Bro don't have their problems, you know. But yeah, like I think Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee looks like, of course it's, you know, it's easy, it's only Kanto, it's whatever, but like to me it looks good. The fact that the way Wild Pokemon worked, like the way this worked, that was really cool. Like imagine if they didn't show it to us, but they have falling Pokemon again, you know, that would definitely help my opinion towards the game, but who knows. Okay, so now let's watch this trailer for once. Looks like they have the move animations from Pokemon Sword, which I do not mind. If they had made the, you know, Pokemon Sword, but actually Sinnoh games, like they would use the same thing. I don't mind them using the same thing. And they actually did the Dialga and Palkia statue. So honestly, like, I might do a playthrough on the channel. We'll see. Okay, now the story. Wait, it's like I looked at the leaks before this, so I already knew this was coming, right? But like, imagine like not seeing leaks. Like, I was still hyped, like in my seat, just jumping. But like, bro, I saw the live chat and the replay, and like people were like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, people were legit shocked. Like, and that's good marketing. Complete surprise. Like people expected Sinnoh remakes pretty much, but like it's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead though. So like I'm a little scared, right? So the games have about a year, so it says early 2021 or 2022, I mean, right? We're early 2021, so about a year until these games drop. And like Sword and Shield, I mean, when was E3? 2019. Like, let me look it up. So it was June 2019, and then Sword and Shield came out in November, so it's about half a year before the games came out. This is a full year, so hopefully, this is what I'm in HD and everything. Like the game looks like this right now, right? You know, so it's like they have a year to improve, and I believe in Game Freak because Game Freak is the ones making this. They outsourced the game to ICLA so that they could focus on this, and like it's crazy that's like, what was this timeline? So it's like we have in the past couple of years we have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you have Town, you have Sword and Shield, and now you have this game. So like, when did this fit into the schedule? They had to have been working on this game when, at least partially when Sword and Shield was being worked on, right? So it's like what was happening, right? So now it's like, I don't know why. Maybe they had like a bad what's it called, recording settings, but like it doesn't look 1080p, or like, I guess for let's say it's 720p for like a open world game. I forget what Breath of the Wild runs at. Like this low FPS. It definitely looks like an alpha, so like hopefully we get new things, new like looks at the game as the months pass, because like hopefully don't have this to go off for a year. Like I'm sure, of course, closer to release, like in December they're gonna start releasing more, but like hopefully like in summer we'll see more stuff. I just wanna, it's so hype. Like this is fully open world. Like I thought Sinnoh showed like Gen 9 was just gonna be just another wild area, just a little better, because Game Freak takes time to like get better at, because like look at how 3D is implemented in Diamond and Pearl compared to Black and White. You could see the difference in how much better, how much more like Castelia City, for example, like is more 3D than Diamond and Pearl were. So like, they take time to get used to things like X and Y chibi models, and then Sun and Moon realistic models, right? Proportions wise. But yeah, like the reason why I'm scared is because like how much will they improve? Like I hope they will, but like I want to give Game Freak the benefit of the doubt and say that they will, but like this game looks like ass. Like I don't know. Um, like it has a lot of potential, especially like. Also, this is a cool thing. Like it just really opens up the ideas, because it's like it's not just pure Gen 4. You know, it's Gen 4 being in the past. It's not even Gen 4. It's Sinnoh in the past. You know how Oras had megas. Like that's it's a whole separate timeline. It's not a separate timeline, but it's like it's might as well be. That's how different it is, right? It's crazy how they're there's also like how it's like a fan game how they would have random starters. You know, like, this game definitely has potential. Just hope that they utilize it, because it's the same people that made Sword and Shield. It's got the water in Sword and Shield is just kind of ass, not gonna lie. And then how are they gonna change that into, you know, whole fully fledged open world? Or can they make that jump? That's what I'm scared of. But this is just pre-ordered, not actual gameplay footage. And there should be something else. This is the same footage, I think, just more explained. So they're getting the first Pokédex, and like, if we're having different starters, so like they should count as Pokédex, right? As Pokédex Pokemon, but like, I'm assuming that you would know. Like, okay, that's not the point of this video. Let's move on. Like, I'm wondering that because like in Gen 2 or Gen 4, it's like apricots, right? It's maybe just Johto wasn't with the times, or like Johto was even before this game, right? So I'm wondering how they have Pokeballs. Or like maybe they have to craft them. Like look at this, the way it like blends into like the actual background. Like it looks like there's so much like initial good things, right? Like look at Dawn's frozen ass. And Pokemon actually, someone pointed this out on Twitter, like Pokemon actually move up to each other as they fight. It's just the realism, or like of course Pokemon aren't real, but like it makes more sense, you know, like we're getting closer and closer to like the XD and all that type of thing with animations. It's like this Arceus, it looks like squeezed. I don't know.
Help me! Help me!
Okay, so that's the video, right? And like that's so hype, bro. Like oh, this is crazy. Yeah. So what are we talking about? So Legends, I'm extremely hyped for that, right? This is like the game, that some people wanted. Some people were saying, "Oh, let's have Breath of the Wild bit Pokemon," you know. That's what we got. Um, that's what we're getting, at least. Like that's what we're thinking we're getting. It's like, for example, one thing I noticed is that there's like no other people there, and that's probably because it's in alpha, right? Because like in Sword and Shield, people are saying, "Oh, the tree looks bad," but it says game footage not final on the bottom, right? It's definitely they can change it before release. Release game didn't change it at all. Like, wait, what notable thing changed graphically, at least, um, between E3 and release? Like, I don't know, fam. So I'm a little wary, but like I'm still like just thinking about the idea. It's like, I think maybe because like usually I guess maybe I do care about graphics more than I should, than the average person. I don't know if the average person cares about like what, but legit, like the general idea of having a fully open world Pokemon, as long as you do it right, as long as it isn't just an empty barren space, right? As long as you do it right, like that would make me be able to like ignore graphics, right? Like, I guess FPS would be the main thing because that's like important, but like I'd be more willing to see some poor textures here and there if it's really just a robust and a really exciting world. But like, hopefully they talk more about how the game was developed, because I'm really interested in that. Because like I said, Town, Let's Go P, Sword and Shield DLC, and this game, like this is all Game Freak. Like Jennifer Remakes, that's under another company, but like this is all Game Freak. Like how do they? When was Let's Go P? 2018. So like maybe you can, because that's what 2019 was Sword and Shield. So like, I mean, all these games in quick succession. Like Game Freak, we know that they have an A team and B team, right? A team would do the main games, then B team would do the remakes, right? For example, right? And it's like what teams were doing what within these past few years. Like I'm wondering, like how much help did they get? Which isn't bad to have help, as long as the game's good. Like who cares how many people were making it, but like how the hell do they manage all this, right? That's what I really want to know. So hopefully they give us the details. But 35 minutes. I've been talking for 35 minutes. Goddamn. Yeah, that's my initial impressions on these announcements. I'm so hyped for Legends, bro. Also, how about Legends? Like, imagine we get Gen 5 remakes are next, right? Imagine 2023, 2024. Hopefully they take their time to make these games, right? Like you'd hope so, right? Like we get Pokemon Legends, Original Dragon, right? Like that would be insane. Like just because the Original Dragon is like, because we know it exists, because like it's in the lore. It's like legendary Pokemon that has like literally the least backstory of any. Like Arceus like doesn't have any special events, but now it's getting a whole game. At least had somewhat of an event in Diamond and Pearl. Like the Original Dragon, like having that like being some kind of like new open world style game like Arceus is. It's like I'm wondering if this is Pokemon Legends is like a, because they gave it a different name. They didn't call it just Pokemon Arceus, just Pokemon Legends Arceus. So like this is a spinoff. If it is a spinoff, it's a damn robust one, right? This is a Mystery Dungeon, which Mystery Dungeon is not bad. Don't get me wrong, but like this is in terms of scale, this is much bigger, right? And this is made by Game Freak themselves. Let's Go Patient Eve was made by Game Freak, right? But according to Game Freak, it's a main series game. It's not main series, but it's main series. So I don't know, but like the fact that it's a big ass game made by Game Freak themselves, like it really makes me point to like, is this what Pokemon will be from now on? Or at least for a little while until we get some new content, new region. But like Pokemon Legends, like imagine like they have Gen 9 be made by a whole different company, and then have Game Freak work on Pokemon Legends. Like I don't know. Either way, I just want to see Pokemon Legends Original Dragon, right? And then we just see. Honestly, I want it to be a Black and White 3. like Pokemon Black and White 3 Legends Original Dragon, now featuring Dante from Devil Knight. Okay, but like, it's just like something that has Anne come back, has Hilbert or Hilda come back, and somehow we get the original dragon just fused. It's just like a Black and White 3 that has a huge emphasis, emphasis on the original dragon. Just seeing it for the first time ever, like that. That's instantly a banger. Aren't you hyped just hearing about that? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, Pokemon Legends, like, I don't know. I'm less willing to talk because like, just the idea is hype, but like, I'm a little scared, but mostly hyped, right? You already know how I feel about. Did I close all the tabs? Yeah, I did. You already know how I feel about these remakes. Like, it's really disappointing compared to like what I thought we were getting. Like, just the way my face my whole mood just changed when I saw those chibi models. Like, it just feels like almost a spin-off for a big mainline series remake, right? The graphics are really putting me off it. We'll see what content the game has to offer. If it's vastly different, then you might be seeing a playthrough on the channel, you know? So keep your eyes peeled. I'll definitely be playing Legends, and yeah, that's my sentiment. Again, to reiterate, it's fine to not like the art style. Like, I don't think people should be, like, just because Sinnoh remakes, like, I know we wanted them, but like, we didn't want them in this way. I don't think it's entitled to be complaining when you get it this is definitely weird. This is definitely not what you expected to see, right? So, yeah, it's fine to not like it, but definitely don't be dig about it. For people that see the complaints, like, just recognize that, like, of course everybody wanted Sinnoh remakes, but like, not in this way, bro. Like, you know, I'm sure you weren't expecting Sinnoh remakes to look like this, right? Just calm down, right? Let people be angry, but of course, I know people can be like they were in 2019. Like, I've already seen it myself. But just let people also be happy about the games. You know, it's like, it's not, they don't have those standards. Even if they do, it's like, who fucking cares, bro? Like, I don't know. Anyways, I should probably end this off. This is what, 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes exactly. Yeah, thanks for watching. I have to go edit this now. I might not even upload this, to be honest. Anyways, peace.